All right, listen, man. Where's Waldo on Discord? Where's Waldo 101, man? Don't fall for the scams, the tricks. July 24th. The reason why we don't have it by now, you too young to play the game. Listen to me, man. This is a real casino. It's been here the whole time. All this stuff is open, man. This time, Donald Trump wants his money, y'all. Call your local GameStop and find out all the news, man. The new, what is it, GTA 6 is already out, dog.
Would you come on? Damn.
That's Future, hosted by DJ Pooh, California, man. I'm telling you how it is right now, man. Fuck all that shit from 5 years ago. Fuck all that shit, man. This right here is already here, man. You just not old enough to play. Even in Europe, even in Canada, hell, probably Africa. We ready to go. We waiting on these kids. They might have some brand new two-step ID registration. It ain't no telling what they're about to do, man. They pushed it back 20 more days. Go on 7 cents. People tell me stuff every day, man. Every day, dog. Every day, man. Watch this dumbass shit. And I'm live. I'm talking about the casino, man. What the hell, Planet? Listen to me. Whatever your name is, Stacy or whatever. Listen to me, Stacy. Listen to me, Stacy. You see that? You see that casino? July 24th. Let me tell you about red tape, right? You stupid. You not old enough to get into no casino. They gonna be gambling for real. It's not my fault you don't believe that. This is already here. This is already here. You too young to play the game, so they can't open up the casino, and they make too much money to say no. How Fortnite made all this money? And it's a free game because of the skins. You can get rid of Fortnite. This is gonna take over. Until the next update that's coming out in December, before the new game come out. Fuck Red Dead. That's boring already. Hold on, let me get on my music, right? I'm just fucking with y'all.
Start, you piece of crap.
That's a nice car. I am a YouTuber.
Get out that ride, homie.
Damn it.
Listen to me, man. Hold on. Let me tell you about one of my best friends in the game, right? The King Glitcher, right? He done already showed me some shit that I'm like, wait a minute, man. So I'm like, hold on, man. And I'm not gonna make sense until you see it for yourself. Cause you don't even believe, I'm sitting up here telling you this shit been open. They keep pushing the date back. This shit been here. And they got new submarine missions. It's already here. You keep listening to clickbaits and stupid shit. You ain't listening to real shit. And then when I get famous or whatever, you're gonna be like, damn, he been saying that the whole time. Come on, man. It ain't my fault you don't believe that shit. See, for the type of people I know, that's why I got rid of my laptop. That's why I got rid of my laptop, bro. I can get on my phone now. You want to hear the real casino update? Hold on, let me show you. You will never have enough money. When you see me, you won't even believe it's me telling you this shit. And I'm just sitting here. I'd be on some fuck the police type shit. We going straight to the casino. This is the man that I pretend like I don't know what I'm talking about, but here you go. Here you go, man.
This imported beer is all that you'd expect. It has a rich, full-bodied flavor, as you'd expect. But here's one thing you did not expect. It's light. Amstel Light, the beer drinker's light beer.
Hey, how's it going, guys? Mr. Boss for the win here, and in today's GTA 5 video, we're going to be taking a look at some more details surrounding the GTA Online Casino update, including some unused content found in the files of the game, information from Rockstar insiders, and a whole lot more. So let's start there with this unused content found. The first thing that was discovered is coming from a user Hubvex on Twitter. He found this unused font called Casino Dots, and it's actually been found in the GTA files, and it was supposed to be used for the slot machines that'll be included. So take a look at the font right here. You guys can see that it includes all of these special letters like exclamation points, money signs, percentages, 0 through 9, a question mark, and then obviously A through Z. And there's also interesting font for it to be like encompassed in this little design, as you can see at the very bottom. It says ACEIJKLNOPRSTW, and that's in like a little rectangle. And then at the very bottom, you can see like a robot-esque smiley face and a robot-esque frowny face. So that's pretty cool. And there's even more that can be found too. It also includes these special letters. You can see jackpot, winner, loser, 777s, and again, the frowny face and the smiley face for the robot. That's pretty awesome right there. Now, in case you guys are wondering where these can be found, I'll show you guys on the screen right now. If you have the program OpenIV, you can find them right here. You can see it's font_lib_slots.gfx. So in case you guys are wondering how long these fonts have been in the game, it's been since Rockstar updated the PC version for the first time in 2015. So they are not brand new, they have just been in the game since day one and have been completely unused. So it'll be interesting to see if Rockstar updates this font or if this is indeed what we do see on the slot machines. Either way, it's cool. It's just more evidence of the casino stuff being found in the GTA 5 files. So my favorite part about that has to be like the frowny robot face. Like, I can imagine you just not getting the correct sequence of fruits or numbers on the slot machine and that giant frown face pops up on the screen. That just would be awesome. It would make defeat a little bit more enjoyable, I guess you could say. But anyways, let's move on to some information from Rockstar Insiders now. We're going to be talking about things that TezFunds2 said on the GTA forum site. And we've got a lot to discuss today, but the first comment he was replying to was talking about how Rockstar couldn't have updated the casino props without sending the update to someone like Sony or Microsoft. And TezFunds2 said no, they did the props without sending the update, and it has yet to happen. Now, this is something that he posted yesterday on Friday, June 28th. I told you we had a lot of information to talk about, so it's sort of combining everything. But at least at this point in time, Rockstar has not sent the update to Sony and Microsoft, which is a big part of getting it approved, and it's likely why we haven't seen any information so
With limitless listings on apartments.com, you can be any of the limitless yous. So choose. How about him? To their own. Apartments.com. Change your apartment, change the world.
so far, or I should say new information so far from them. And they were able to do the casino prop stuff without sending the update. That's pretty obvious. They did that with like tunables. They were just able to remove the sign and add some of the construction props that were already in the game. So that's the first thing right there, is that the update has not been sent to Sony or Microsoft. Now, following up to that, he clarifies what he said by stating, to answer your question, there was no delay. Also, the reason why it may be taking longer is because Rockstar is in the process of fixing bugs. It could be critical bugs or a huge amount of small, game-breaking bugs that makes
you calling for some wheels?
Playable.
I'm Johnny on
so
the
I've heard
spot.
a lot of
I'll
people
hook you up.
pondering the idea that yesterday or on Thursday or sometime this week we were supposed to get information from Rockstar, but the
It's on the
delay
way.
might be because they're in the process of fixing bugs and they aren't too sure if when or if the update is going to be able to come out on time, and because of that they might not want to give us information that reveals something that might not necessarily be true. So just something to think about right there. It looks like the best guess for why this update might be taking a bit longer than normal is just simply bugs. Now, following up to that and sort of building off of what we talked about earlier, TezFunds2 responded to someone that said, once the final debugged version of the DLC build has been completed, does it have to go back to Sony or Microsoft for verification? Or at that point, is it ready to go public at the push of a button? And he says once the final build is sent to Sony and Microsoft, then you could say it's finally ready to go public. They'll only send it back to them if the build that was approved originally was bad enough to ruin the player experience. When it comes to Sony and Microsoft, their priority is the platform over the game. So the big thing I want you guys to take away from that is the second that Rockstar gets approval from Sony and Microsoft, they don't have to wait like a certain period of time. They could literally make it go live the next day, the next second if they wanted to. So that's interesting to note. I did not know that. at all. Now, building off of that, he responded to someone that says, so when they are testing, they are utilizing everything added with the new update, so they want to make sure everything functions as intended. Casino games, entering buildings, etc. And during this heavy testing, the new DLC is with Sony and Microsoft. Wouldn't they just do the heavy testing for the build prior to sending it? And he said, that's what I said. They do test the update before sending it to Sony and Microsoft. That sort of testing is all about fixing critical bugs, while heavy testing is supposed to fix the bugs that went under the radar. They take a general look at the update and decide if it's in good enough condition to be sent to them. However, there are bugs that appear when it's in good condition, simply because no one is perfect to figure out the slightest change of code that could lead to a huge amount of bugs. And that's why game development is so complex. Now, I know absolutely nothing about game development. I am certainly not smart enough for that, but I can understand that, yes, changing like even one line of code can trigger this like ripple effect that sends so many other things awry. And there's probably a lot of new things that Rockstar are trying to do in this update. I mean, think about it. This is the first time in which we've seen
Meriwether Security
gambling and
Consulting.
casino
How can
games
I
in
help?
GTA Online. So you'd think there's a lot of different things that they're trying to balance and ultimately fix here before the update does arrive. Now, one example that TezFunds2 brought up was the Palito Bay triangle glitch. Do you remember when that happened? Well, he said exactly.
Don't hesitate
the
to call
triangle
back.
bug that deleted or removed any vehicle that goes further north of Palito Bay wasn't something they could have expected. If they wait until August, we may get a very good, stable build, but here's the part where Take-Two comes in. Take-Two doesn't care about perfect builds. If you come up with a good build that ensures the experience of the player, won't have troubles in the casino or ruin core features of the game, then you better release the DLC. So that's another interesting thing to think about as well. Rockstar might be getting a lot of pressure from their parent company, Take-Two Interactive, here to release the update, because they know that releasing the update will lead to shark card sales and will lead to a better business. Let's go back and do some math on here's why you can get paid $5,000 a month if you know how to do what I'm talking about right now. You can see over here on the right hand side in black, it says $150 a click, 600 clicks equals $50,000 a month. Let's break this down. Personal injury lawyer, that search term. If you want to advertise for that search term, you're going to pay Google $150 to be number one on Google. That's what they're reporting. Google's reporting this. That's only in Tampa. That's where I live. So if you're in a bigger metropolitan area, you're probably going to be paying more than that. So these lawyers who want to rank for personal injury lawyer, they're paying $150 a click. If the number one result gets 60% of the traffic, then they're going to get 600 clicks, which means they're going to pay around $90,000. Let's just cut it down for them and say they're paying $50,000, right? A month. They're paying $50,000 a month. And let's go back to the problem. They're paying $50,000 a month because they have to, right? They've got to show up. People are going to their website. Some people are calling them. They're probably making a little bit of money. Agency, because these guys are already spending money, right? This guy's spending $50,000 a month to be number one for personal injury lawyer. Now, all he's currently doing this experience for them. Now, something that I've seen a lot of people getting frustrated with is the fact that Rockstar is taking so long with this update, even though they've had a lot of the work already done. Because remember, the casino was supposed to be a big part of the single-player update. Well, TezFunds2 reveals that it's a lot harder than you think just to get this content into online. He says, no, the effort to convert them into online is harder than you think. You can't compare single-player scripts to online scripts. In a single-player script, you assign NPCs to specific roles and they will follow your rules. In a multiplayer script, you assign a player to a role and you have to keep him in check because you have to pray that he understands what you just told him. That process alone of keeping players in check is tedious enough for developers. It's definitely not as easy as you made it look like. And following up with that, he said, just because a certain feature is based off of cut content doesn't make it easy for developers to convert to online. The casino, in the other hand, was planned to be featured in both single-player and online ever since 2014 or even before GTA 5's release. As was the case with the Heist update, Rockstar had early versions of how the casino is going to look like, but most of them were scrapped. Now they spent 6 months working on this final version, and we're about to get it in a few weeks. Some things may not have been considered with early builds. It's possible that Rockstar was considering the casino to be a place for gambling only, not a casino and a resort at the same time. And I think that was probably a very late change to the process too, the whole Diamond Casino and Resort. I think the resort part was added because of what we saw in Red Dead Online, where Rockstar figured out that even though they have abided by the gambling laws set by them, people in certain countries won't be able to do the gambling mini-games. So I feel like Rockstar had to add more to this resort, or more to the casino, so that even if you couldn't play poker or blackjack, you could still enjoy, you know, X, Y, and Z number of things to do in the building, in the facility itself. And the final thing we're going to be talking about in this video today is sort of an update to something we discussed the other day regarding Rockstar making a suspicious change to the Itali GTO's price and how it could lead to a new Itali or a system where casino owners get money back. Well, according to Tez Funds 2, he said, turns out this is just a mistake, no meaning behind it. Interesting. I don't know how he found out about this or what he did to figure out that there's no meaning behind it. Potentially someone told him. Potentially he just did some more research and found out some things that we don't know. But either way,
Hello?
we have to believe him. So it looks like it truly was just a mistake on Rockstar's end. But anyways, that's all the information that
You
I've got
still arguing with them?
today.
Oh my God.